out. You know, one thing I will say, and this is a little piece of nugget for any woman out there. I know that I kept saying in these parts, but he was paying all the bills, but he was paying all the bills. Sis, you can pay your own bills. I ain't never letting another nigga pay my bills again. I'm sorry. You're not gonna take away my piece. This because this was too much. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. So I get back home and I ended the conversation with my cousin. I get the baby together. I put him to bed. By 9:15, he calls my phone. I answer. I say, "What's up?" He said, "Babe, uh, I'm at Fish City Grill in Pearland. They needed some help out here. You want something to eat from here?" I said, "No, thank you." He said, "All right, babe, I'm on my way home." I said, "Okay, cool." I fell asleep before he got home because he probably made it anywhere between 11:30. And I never brought it back up again. But it always stuck in the back of my head that he probably was somewhere with some bitch doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Or he was probably somewhere getting high. Don't even know. And it's irrelevant now. But it's the fact that he even lied to his place of employment. Because you told them folks that you was gone for the night. I don't even know if they had a GM on the floor that night. So it wasn't just me. So I got a phone call. I got a phone call within that same month from my cousin, and she was telling me that her sister wasn't doing too well. She said it wasn't going to be long before we would have to make arrangements to get ready for a funeral. My cousin was young, and that was a really tough time for my family. So I dealt with grief before anything. I dealt with grief. So I told him, I said, "Babe, you remember my aunt when we went to Mississippi?" He was like, "Yeah, babe." I said, "Well, her daughter, the one that lives with her, ain't doing too well. I'm going to probably have to go to Mississippi at some point." He said, "Okay, whatever you need." I said, "I'll probably just need you to make sure the baby cool." He said, "All right." So I got that phone call one day while I was driving into work. So that'll come back sooner or later. And I'm sorry, y'all, I get emotional on certain points because I'm really not over her yet. I'm really not over that yet. So one morning, about 5 in the morning, I get up, I'm getting dressed for work like a normal day. And I noticed that one of his phones is laying on the couch. He's in the bed. I don't know what made me, but I did. I went through the phone. Again, I
Okay,
went
y'all, I'm
through
back.
the
I don't
Chase
like rude
banking
ass
app.
people. Oh my gosh. Girl.
I was concerned at some point.
I just had to clap back at this damn lady. Like, look, don't call my phone to speak to me, ma'am, with a goddamn attitude. I don't like rude ass people. I love you, Lord Jesus Savior, amen. Too. Continue with my blessings. Y'all, she got my temperature hot just a little bit.
Because he was still making all of the bills, but he was also out of nowhere giving me extra money, whether it was extra money to get my nails done, extra money to get more wigs, because I'm a wig finessa, whatever the case may be. He was just giving me bread, just giving me bread. And I kept saying, "Where you getting this money from?" And he told me, he said, "I got a bonus at work." I don't really think restaurant GMs get bonuses, but I mean, what do I know?
He was a doughboy. Child. That's what I'm thinking.
During the time, I thought that was truth. And I went through that Chase app, and the same day that he was getting a deposit from Fish City Grill for his job, he was also getting an unemployment check from the government. I don't know how he pulled it off.
Child.
And I will tell you that the entire time,
These men was having a good time with the freaking COVID, wasn't they? And scamming the world. Oh my goodness. Freaking Legion was receiving the unemployment while working. This man was receiving unemployment while working. What the hell?
time that I knew this man, even up until now, he has never filed taxes. Never filed taxes. I have no idea how he's getting away with this at this point in time. So I took screenshots of that. I said, okay, he getting unemployment. But I also go to his Cash App and I notice that he is making a lot of transactions to the weed man. But these transactions are beginning to be between 350 to 550 a week. And I said, okay, I know that he doing weed and I know he doing the pills or whatever, but man, I thought, me and him had talked about it. I told him, I was like, hey, I know what you said about the drugs, but you're gonna have to quit it. He did come home one day and he told me that he wanted to quit. This was before I found the stuff on the phone, and he said, I do want to quit, but I'll go to a therapist. I'll go to a therapist. I believed him. I also went to his T-Mobile account, and I also found out that he had been on the phone with this one number the entire time that he be at work. Sometimes the conversations were 6 hours long, sometimes they were 9 hours long, and some of the conversations were occurring while I was at work and
He was talking to Erica.
he was
Child.
at home. And I did not know who the number was, but I screenshotted it too. Like I took a picture of it from my phone, from his phone, or whatever. I questioned him about it all. I said, what is going on? Again, he got upset. He told me it ain't no reason that I need to be going through his shit. I told him, I said, we are married, Jared. You got to tell me what's going on. Because now you fucking with the government. What you got going on, player? Like, what's going on? Again, he started this shit up by leaving the house, not coming back. Anytime we got into an argument, he would leave the house, wouldn't come back for days. So I said, all right, man. At this point, I really do got to find me a way out. I really do. So when I asked him about the phone calls, he told me, he said, you told me to get counseling. That's my therapist. I said, what's the therapist's name? Because you're on the phone with the therapist for 9 hours. Who's the therapist? He gave me some bogus ass name. And he also was the type too, when I found shit, he said, you figured out, you the one that want to know the answer to the question. He had that type of attitude. Once again, head between the washer and dry, tearing that ass up. Don't please watch your mouth and watch your fucking tone when you're talking to me. Because by that time now, I'm not gonna lie, and it break my heart, I had become abusive physically. I most definitely did. Part 18, the lie. Part 18, the lies he told.
Part 18. We're back with my wig. Like, what the hell? I just cannot. Out of control. That's crazy, y'all. She domestic abusing the man. What the hell?
Told. So soon after I got that information, confronted him about it. He said what he said, he did what he did. I started thinking in my head of solutions to be able to financially uphold this house without this man being here. It was going to be tough. It was going to be tight. But I said, I will start packing that money down for the next 3 to 6 months. I'm going to stick this thing through, but I need to at least get a good 6 months of rent under my belt so that I can be comfortable with this savings account. Because I already knew that if we split, there was a possibility that he was not going to immediately pay child support, even though I was going to put his ass on there. So I got the phone call that my cousin passed. I went home before the funeral. I went home the day that I got the call about her passing. I went home to be with her mom, my aunt. I stayed there with my aunt until my cousin traveled with her family from North Carolina. When my cousin came in town, I think I spent the next night at home, like in Mississippi, and then I flew back to Houston. He was here with the baby when I went home. But when it was time for the funeral, which the funeral was during the week, I told him, I said, I know that you have to work. And when I go home, I'll probably be home for maybe 2 nights max. But when I go home this time, I know since you're working, take the baby to my cousin, which I call aunt because she is like an aunt to me. She helped me when I first moved here to Houston. I said, take baby to her in Fairfield, in Cypress, down there by the outlet mall. If you know where Fresno is, you know that from Fresno to Cypress Outlet Mall is a good hour drive. That's a far drive. I said, so just go ahead, take him over there. When I get back in town, I will go and pick him up and then I will bring him back home. He said, babe, whatever you need, I got it. You know, I know that you got to go home for this. I said, okay, thank you so much. The day came where I got on the plane and I flew to Mississippi. My cousin, which is my aunt, keep in mind now, I call my cousin my aunt, but her son was living with her at the time. And my cousin is around 36. And for the story purposes, we're going to say his name is Dwayne. Dwayne is at home with my aunt. And Dwayne is going to be the one that goes and get the baby from the car from my ex-husband. So I'm on the phone with my ex-husband. I've already landed in Mississippi. I'm on the phone with my ex-husband and I say, hey, have you pulled up? Have you pulled up on my aunt? And he said, yeah, babe, I'm here. But what apartment you say she in again? And I said, don't look for the apartment because Dwayne is outside. He said, Dwayne? I said, yeah, my cousin Dwayne, that's her son. I hear the exchange of the baby. I hear him saying, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm Jared. I'm Dwayne. I hear all that. And so I hear Dwayne saying, come on, little man. He got him. He closes the door and he say, all right, babe, I dropped him off. I said, thank you so much. We end the call. I'm at home dealing with my family because I just lost my fucking cousin. At this point, don't piss me off because I ain't no telling what I'm going to do. Because when I lose somebody like that was close to me, don't say nothing to me ill. Don't do that. That man contacted me that night while I was sitting in the same home that my cousin was living in. I never forget it. And he texts me. My aunt was on that couch. My cousin's mama was on that couch trying to rest because she had just lost her baby daughter. That boy texted my phone and he said, how are they related to you? Talking about the cousins that he dropped the baby off with. I said, that's my family from Mississippi. He said, but I'm saying though, what kind of relation is it? Are y'all first cousins? Are y'all second cousins? Are y'all third cousins? I said, that would be my mom's, if I'm not mistaken, second cousin. Now we're texting. I said, why? He said, because I've been doing some thinking. He said, let me find out that that's not your real family. I said, so who the fuck else would it be? You think I'm just gonna let my baby go with anybody? I said, man, quit playing with me, man. Don't start that. That's what I said. I said, I don't know what the fuck wrong with you. You probably off them street pills. Don't text my phone with this shit. I'm grieving right now. That's what I said. I promise you. I said them exact words. And he says, just let me find out. I called Dwayne up. It's probably 11 o'clock at night. I said, what you doing? He said, shit, playing the game. I said, what the baby doing? He said, in there with my sleep. Bet. I said, man, this nigga, he texted me with that bullshit. Now, Dwayne probably been out at that point, maybe roughly a year. So he fresh out. One thing that I want TikTok to know right now is my family, it run deep. I'm gonna tell you now. So it is hard for you to make idle threats or to talk shit because somebody in the family gonna see about you. I told him, I said, man, that man has contacted me and he talking crazy. And I know you don't really know him, but I'm just letting you know he know where y'all live. So just be on the lookout. If he trying to come and get the baby, don't let the baby go with him. Because I'm gonna be honest, I really did not trust my ex-husband with my baby. I did not. And so he said, oh, that nigga ain't coming over here. He not coming over here. What I didn't know is that Dwayne, in the course of the conversation, he asked me where he worked at, where my ex-husband worked at. And I told him, I said, now at this point, y'all, he had left Fish City Grill. Now he at Grub Burger off of I-10 and Katy. I said, man, he work at Grub Burger. He said, what time they close? I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. He said, don't worry about it. What I did not know is that the following day, Dwayne called up there to Grub Burger and asked for Jared. And he told him, he said, man, this Dwayne. He said, Dwayne. He said, yeah, Dwayne, the one that got your baby over here. He said, oh, yeah, man, what's going on? Everything okay? Do the baby need something? Y'all need more diapers or something? He said, no. He said, but I just wanted to call to let you know that my baby cousin had called me. And I don't want to have to come and see about you. So leave it alone. I don't know what you think the fuck is going on, but that's family. So leave it alone. Jared calls me going off. Man, your motherfucking cousin done called up here. Now it's my cousin. Your motherfucking cousin done called up here talking about woo, 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 yada, 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 acting just like Jody motherfucking ass from Baby Boy. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. You told that nigga that I said, I ain't told nobody shit. Now at this point, now I'm playing your game. Now I'm lying. I said, I ain't told nobody shit. I said, but I told you, stop fucking playing with me. Don't play with me, sir. Don't do it. I'll catch you up on the next part. Yo, I gotta answer questions real quick, man. Let me bag up. Man. While I'm trying to do the parts to all of this, I just keep going back and I keep looking at some of these comments and I'm like, man, these people are silly. Y'all are just as crazy as I am and I love it. I loved it. And y'all, when I get to the end, I promise I'm not going to hold you long. Like I told you, it probably will not be 50 parts. But I definitely.
This bitch is really half crazy. I am at this point. She telling us that she beating the man and all of this and verbally abusing him and physically abusing him and probably mentally also. This bitch is half crazy, y'all.
We want to thank every single last one of you, even if you were negative from the beginning. I thank you because it is impossible for me to withhold this now that now everything has opened up for us Black.
This gonna be Jasmine. Here comes Jasmine next, y'all. The lies Chris told me. I can't wait. Go on, Jasmine. Go on, get your series together, Jazz the Man. Because we want to hear the lies Chris was telling you. It like, come on now, y'all. It's gonna be damn near the same thing. I'm almost positive Kristen had a whole nother family somewhere.
Black women to be able to tell our story. So once again, I truly appreciate you for being here. One thing that I do want to say to everybody that has been asking, Jared is a Cancer. That boy's birthday is in July. I can't remember. Oh, I do remember what day. July. No, I ain't gonna tell because y'all gonna look that nigga up. Y'all not gonna get me. Y'all not gonna get
They gonna look him up anyway. They're gonna look him up, sis. You on camera and you're talking about your legal ex-husband. They gonna look him up anyway. You didn't gave us locations. You didn't gave us jobs. You didn't gave us the mama name. You didn't told us the daddy go by Pop. Yeah, they gonna look him up. Girl, you is tripping. Lost her damn mind. And we don't want 50 parts. Jeez.
me. Y'all not gonna get me. No. He is a Cancer. He is not a Gemini. I am
Olivia. He's a Cancer. A lion ass.
a Scorpio. Here's the fact that I got on down. Here's the fact I got on down. Okay. Second thing, I am originally born and raised in Jackson, Mississippi. I graduated from Southern Miss. With my master's, I graduated from Belhaven, and next month I walk with a doctorate. So I will tell you, fully educated, but sometimes I don't have the best sense when it
Okay,
comes to men.
sis.
And to be honest with y'all, I do have a whole nother situation.
There's a whole difference from her and Peach McIntyre. Okay, sis. Peach says she's so damn educated and ain't got a damn thing to show us. Okay, sis, you gonna graduate with your crazy ass.
That my mom told me I do need to share with the world as well that happened after Jared. So stay tuned for that because if I tell that story, that shit gonna really blow.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry, but I mean, at this point, it's no stopping me because my mouth big anyway. I might as well go ahead and tell all my business. I've told y'all this much.
Girl, bye.
Period. Another thing that I want to say, a lot of you guys are misconstrued about the story because either y'all are not listening or y'all listening too early and y'all haven't watched clarification videos or y'all have not watched me go into further detail about what is going on. So take your time, watch these videos before y'all comment.
Somebody tell me what's listening too early. Explain to me what this educated woman mean by listening too early. Because this is the same one that told us the mama was an LVN. So we listening to your story. Part 1, I think we at part 16 or 17 or something now. We listening in order, sis. We not listening too early and we're still left with a lot of questions and a lot of confusion. Because of you. And you didn't did a clarification video and we still left confused.
Because some of y'all are so confused, but y'all only on part 1 or part 2. It's part 3 and part 4 and part 5 where I start really getting into the meat and potatoes of shit that I said in part 1 and part 2.
What do that mean about us? We in like part 17 and we still confused. Oh man. Oh shit, sis. I don't know. I might be listening too early.
So I understand if you're currently confused, but try to go and watch, go to the page and watch. Another thing that I want to say, excuse me, I do not have enough followers right now to do a playlist. I absolutely don't.
Oh
So
shit.
until, and I could be mistaken, but I Googled it. Until I get to 10,000 followers, I am unable to make a playlist so you guys can further be able to scroll these videos and watch them. I apologize. It ain't my rules. That's TikTok stuff. So I'm sorry.
We are in the playlist, y'all. Shout out to that. She figured out how to make that playlist, and we are in the playlist right now.
I did forewarn you guys a long time ago that there was probably going to be a whole lot of use of profane language. I'm simply just reverting the story, well, retelling the story. So I apologize for, ears that don't know me to use this kind of.
I don't. She said that she's gonna graduate, but Peach McIntyre told us that she's smart too. So let me draw it back in real quick. Let me draw it back in, draw it back in, draw it back in. Because, sis, like, she sounded a little bit like Jasmine. I'm just trying to figure out. Because remember, Jasmine said she went to college too. So we can't knock that. But if this is how the educated females coming off nowadays, I push the motherfuckers back under the rock they came from under. Push them back up under that damn rock.
Language, but this
Mm-mm.
did occur almost 4 years ago. I'm in a new light now, but I do need to tell
A
this
new
story the way that
light.
it happened. I really do. Another thing I want to clarify, his mama was not a medical doctor, a physician when I met him. I am not downplaying registered nurses at all. What I am saying though is that during the time that I was with that man, his mother was a registered nurse. She was not a doctor.
So she must have got a lot of comments about her discrediting nursing. Oh, girl, they came for your motherfucking ugly ass wig, didn't they? That's why she took the hair wrap off and put that wig on, because they was coming for her neck, as they should.
She was not a nurse practitioner. She was a registered nurse. Now, she was going to school to be a nurse practitioner, but she did not
Yeah, she got
graduate,
her dumb
I don't
ass.
believe, until 2021 or something like that. Most of the time, when I'm talking about this woman, this was in the year of 2020. So I don't want nobody to make it seem like that I'm disrespecting the medical field. My sister is a pharmacy student, so I don't do that. I got an aunt that's a registered nurse.
I'm gonna keep my comment to myself, because I promise y'all, it's sitting right on the back of my tongue, and it almost flew out so quick. It almost flew out so quick when she said what her sister do. But I'm not gonna disrespect your sister, sis. I'm a hmm. It's the trying to discredit the mother the entire time, and then telling us what her sister do. Mm, mm-mm. Girl,
I have a cousin that's a doctor.
child.
I ain't shitting on nobody in the medical field. I appreciate you guys. You guys
And her cousin ain't no damn doctor. What you say about his mama? She ain't no doctor. She a nurse. Your cousin probably a dang on CNA. Okay.
held me down on both of my babies. So
Child.
we're not gonna even play that game. So don't even sit here and play like I'm down
Mm.
in anybody in the medical field, because I'm not doing it. I'm simply telling the story.
That's
That's
what you
all I'm doing.
did.
Now, another thing that I also want to say is I have seen several comments about how nobody wouldn't have never wanted to do this until Miss Risa Tisa stole, did her story. You are absolutely right, because a lot of us did not have the balls to do it. But it ain't even about me trying to blow up.
Why is she yelling and talking so hard? I don't. Is she trying to convince herself? Let me stop asking a damn question like I don't know the fucking answer. She's trying to convince herself. And she's not doing a good job. You're not convincing me at all, sis. You could get hostile. You can pop every P you want. You could pronounce every goddamn O you want. And you could put on 7 different wigs, but you're not going to convince me, sis. You said what you said. You disrespected his mother a lot. And I understand she's a hoe, but what you disrespected is what she's trying to do with herself. That's what you did. You continuously tried to discredit where his mother is trying to go in her life. And that's not good. That's not good. You could call her a hoe all day and night. But to continuously try to discredit what she's doing, girl, bye. Girl, bye. And your sister going to school to pass a little couple of pills, girl, bye.
When that woman affected me the way that she affected me, it was beautiful, because I cried even when she didn't, because some of her story is my story. Mine run a little deeper, but at the end of the day, I was more foolish. I was a fool, most definitely. So I don't want y'all to get too comfortable with trying to compare the two. We are two beautiful Black women that were hurt, trauma.
Not that she said her story runs a little deeper than Risa's story. Oh, yours run a little deeper. Where? The fact that you couldn't control yourself and keep your hands off a man that wasn't placing his hands on you? Oh, the fact that she put all this out for clout, chasing behind Risa, and gonna try to say her story runs a little deeper than Risa's. Oh, that's very interesting, because Sis' story was 50 parts, 53 parts, if we include part 52 in the intro. And she gave us every part from A to B to C to D. She didn't skip nothing. And we believed everything she said. And we don't believe damn near anything you said. I believe you when you said you put your hands on that man because you seem like the type. The same way you trying to get all hostile and popping every P in this damn 5-minute video. Mouth all super wide open, felt the need to put the wig back on. Yeah, we believe it runs deeper, deeper in your fucking mental health. That's about it.
traumatized, and we're still trying to heal. So I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to make sure that you guys understood what it is. Uh, Again, I apologize if a lot of these things that I say are vulgar, but it's a part of the story. So continue to buckle your seatbelts. Let's get back to it. Part 19, the lies he told. So I hang up the phone from him. I quickly sent him a text message and I told him, I said, listen, I know you and I have not been seeing eye to eye. I have no idea what you're talking about when it comes down to my cousin contacting your job, whatever the case may be. However,
Liar.
what I will tell you is that I am dealing with the death of
She ain't did nothing but let us know that she's a liar. She is a liar. And that's a big difference between her and Reese's story, also. This girl is a liar. And she laughing about it. Oh, I pulled what he pulled and lied. So you continuously telling this man you don't know why Dwayne contacted him, but you contacted Dwayne 11 o'clock at night and you got Dwayne all hostile. That's what you did. You contacted Dwayne and interrupted his video gaming and got him all hostile, telling him some stuff. And now that your husband is approaching you about what you set up, you're lying and saying you don't know what happened. You think it's cute? You think this make you like, well, what do you think? The people in the comment section already calling you a liar and you telling us that you're a liar now.
death of a family member. I am currently grieving. This is not what I need right now. Remember, I told you guys that I was dealing with postpartum depression already. And you know, postpartum can stick around for a while after you've had a baby. So there were things that I was personally dealing with. I was dealing with my
She keeps saying postpartum, postpartum. Bitch, postpartum don't make you beat your nigga. Fuck is wrong with you?
own stuff, you know? And so he did not text back. He waited until the day that I flew out, which was the not the day of the funeral, but the following day. I was standing in the airport in Jackson, Mississippi, getting ready to board my flight. And I got a text message from Jared. And he said, so as I have had time to sit back and to reflect, I believe that I dropped our baby off at his real daddy house.
Oh Lord. That is
I
funny.
believe that ain't
That's funny.
I believe that ain't your auntie, but that's in fact our baby's grandmother or your baby's grandmother. He says, so I want a DNA test when you get back. I may have mentioned this in previous videos. The baby looks exactly like my ex-husband. Split an image. You will know that baby belongs to him because that baby took everything of him. His teeth, his eyes, his face, everything. He even short like that nigga. He took everything. I said, of course you can have a DNA test when I get back. I said, but also when I get back, make sure all your shit at my house. Make sure everything gone. Spotless. He takes me back and he told me, you got it. All right. So I flew out. I did call Dwayne back and I said, Dwayne, he told me that you my baby daddy, bro.
All right, y'all, child. I can't go any longer. I tried. I really did. We had 4 hours, y'all. I got to go. Oh my goodness. Yo, smack that likety like button on the way out, love bugs. I will talk to y'all in the next video. I've been here too long. Let me give me a break and I'll be back in a couple hours to finish it. Thank y'all for staying here all that time.